This is our first of many what will be grab bag episodes.
Yeah.
Chris, what is a grab bag?
It is a plethora of topics.
So Paul Rudd is an actor I like.
He is
a lot.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Which he also hasn't aged in like 4,500 years. Have you noticed he basically looks the same?
He has that gene where
whatever
he
that
does
is.
not age.
How good observation, good confirmations twice to my comments there. What's the oldest movie you can think that Paul Rudd was in?
Probably Clueless.
I was thinking Clueless. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You got it. He was the older brother in Clueless. That was the stepbrother.
It's like stepbrother, and then
Which
it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Now, then they get together at the end,
I think they did.
and they're
yeah.
step siblings, and we were okay with that. This is
This is going downhill fast.
That's bad. Okay,
Yeah.
well, here we
All
are.
right, Paul
Here
Rudd.
we are, everyone. Welcome.
Okay.
Another riveting day in the NQT studio.
Glad to be back. Glad to be
Feeling
back.
good, feeling strong. We are
Feeling
feeling
strong.
strong. I'm really slow on the soundboard today.
I feel like we're just getting
Feeling
back
strong,
into
my
it.
friend.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I
over there.
feel
Feeling strong, my
Okay,
friend.
Sorry.
I'm feeling strong that we are getting back to being stronger.
There's a rhythm. There's a
Yeah.
rhythm. We're getting back into rhythm. Here we go.
You know,
What did you do today?
Today,
Well,
yeah, just trying to get some deals closed for digital marketing. I would say that's what I did.
what
Spent
clients?
most of my time.
What were the specific clients by name you were working with today?
Yeah, it was House and Gigawatt.
Okay. I remember those. I
Motor House and
remember.
Gigawatt. Yeah.
We're really about privacy and confidentiality here
Yeah.
at NQT.
So once they sign, we're smooth sailing. Yeah,
that'll be great. Millions of dollars
Yeah.
in the bank.
Tell
Good
you what,
commission.
private island.
We
We will have a party.
What would you name
We'll
it?
invite Paul Rudd.
What would you name a private island?
Motor House.
Motor House
or
Island.
Gigawatt.
Nothing says an island than Motor House Island. It's. Oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong. That's what you want.
Do you need me to work
so
that board there?
No, we're so rusty.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's good. So
Call
that's
Rusty
that's
Island.
what you did today.
Rusty Island. Yeah.
Let's
How about
see.
yourself? What'd you do?
I had a
Church
lot
stuff?
of meetings today. Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes church-related activities, meetings, operations, finances, all the things that make systems go. Okay.
Wow. I just nodded off there for a second there. Whoa. Okay.
Okay, let's
Sorry.
just pivot
Yeah.
away from our days. No one cares about how our days was. What are we doing today?
Today we are something a little bit new. We like new things here every now and then. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. You forgot about that one.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Again,
Thank you to our audio engineer
I've
here in the
belabored
house.
the point that it's been a while.
That's
so.
right. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
But yes, we are doing something new because we like trying new things.
What are we
doing? We are doing a grab bag of
Grab
topics.
bag episode. That was really loud. I'm sorry, everyone, for how loud that sound effect was.
So
I think the board updated and turned up all of our
think it
channels.
did?
I'm not joking. So
that's going to be hard to contend with.
this is our first of many what will be grab bag episodes.
Yeah.
Chris, what is a grab bag?
It is a plethora of topics. No one more important than the other. Just things
Okay.
that have been on our mind. Things that, as we've been trying to get back into the swing of things, things have been happening around us.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe we haven't formed a whole bunch of thoughts on it, but
Yeah.
there are some thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with said grab bag?
Well, what we do is we grab a topic out of a bag,
Boom!
and then we talk about that for a little bit.
Boom!
And then we hope that our audience stays and listens.
Boom!
And
That's
if
right.
they don't, then we're going to toss the grab bag.
Yeah,
away.
that's
So,
not going to go anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It'll go the way of NQT Theater.
Okay, so are you ready to reach into the bag?
Let's reach
doing
into the
this thing?
bag.
Here
and
we
let's pull out
go.
the first topic here.
Okay, and what's the first one?
The first topic is, Chiefs versus Bills.
Boom! Ooh, wait, Chiefs Bills? Okay,
Chiefs,
so
Bills.
championship game.
Yeah.
Are you a Chiefs? This might be a big moment for us. Are you a Chiefs fan?
I have never been, nor will I ever
Yes!
be a Chiefs
We are
fan.
on the Chiefs are like the Yankees of baseball.
There's
right
a lot
now.
of reasons that people are not liking the Chiefs. Mine go way back.
Dude, are you going to bring up Broncos?
I am
again?
gonna.
This is
Well,
gonna be a
I
Broncos situation.
got to go back to the early days of having a
Okay.
Bronco helmet and
Yeah, cool.
my cousin wearing a Chiefs helmet
Yeah.
and me just wanting to tackle him and take that helmet and make it disappear. But yeah, that's that's where it all started.
I'm just tired of them. They've just been winning for like a decade.
It seems like it's been a while.
I'm
You
just
know,
tired of them. So I was rooting for the Bills. I think like most
why
America.
the Bills? Why? What is it about the Bills that made you want to? Just that they're
It's not
playing the
that-
Chiefs?
Yes,
or?
it wasn't because the Bills are the Bills. I'm not necessarily. Okay, here's the deal. I'm a live or die Cowboys fan, and I understand the Cowboys have been terrible basically my entire life. Okay, we all know, the world knows how terrible they've been since the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like the Eagles either. So just spoiler alert there. But if I have to choose, like this year between the Bills and the Chiefs, I wanted the Bills.
Okay.
Like America did, like 93% of America.
Well, before we get any hate emails, the Cowboys were
Sure.
they did go to the Super Bowl in '95, and that's where it dropped off, right?
Was it not? Yeah, 92, 93, 95.
Yeah, and so
Right? Wasn't
for
those- yeah,
for,
that's-
for half of the '90s they started the downhill slide, and then
Everyone in Dallas knows my pain, so I don't even have to go into it. So we'll
since
just
then we saw three Broncos Super Bowl
Oh, wow.
wins. Patriots won about
Why are we talking about the
7,
Patriots?
because I think that's what we didn't want to see again, right? We didn't want to see somebody dominate like the Patriots did.
Oh,
Now the Chiefs
good
are
point.
doing that.
Good point.
And now we're like, okay, what we
Fair.
thought we might not see again is happening, and it's not
boring.
It's not our team, right?
Congrats, Kansas City, for your team.
Yeah, in Missouri too, I guess. But
Yeah.
and we know people that are great people that
Well, the people are lovely.
They
but that's not
cheer
what we're
on the
talking
Chiefs,
about.
and
That's
you know,
true.
fine, but we're just not happy for
So
the
Super
Chiefs
Bowl,
winning.
are you going for Eagles or?
I'm going for the Eagles. I was really hoping
Wow.
the Bills. I was really hoping for the Bills because they had some tough years there. Yeah, and I'd really like to see them overcome that. I want to see the rest of the story.
But you,
The
are,
Chiefs keep ruining that for them.
but you're voting for the Eagles now.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh,
No!
you are the worst. That is ridiculous. Any person in America knows if you had to choose between the Eagles and the Chiefs, you're eventually going to pick the Chiefs because the Eagles are trash. Trash, Philadelphia.
I've got nothing against
Come
the
at
Eagles.
me, bros.
Nothing against
Let's
them.
go. The city of Broly. La.
You know, they could
Next year, Bills.
yeah.
Over the Chiefs.
Oh, so you're completely out, or are you going to cheer for anybody?
I don't want to cheer for either team. If you're going to force me to pick one for the Super Bowl, I'm going to say the Chiefs over the Eagles.
Oh no,
I can't go for the Eagles, man.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Should we
yeah.
make a Super Bowl deal right here?
Whoa.
I don't think I have one ready to go.
I don't have one ready to go. We can make one.
Okay, we can. You know what? Tell you what. This is the time. If you want Chris or I to put something on the line for the Super Bowl, you have to leave a voicemail on our website.
Yeah,
And so you leave a voicemail on our website, nqtshow.com. That's nqtshow.com.
Would you shave your head if you?
I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Someone can leave a voicemail if they want to challenge us to do something for the Super Bowl. End of topic. Let's go back to the bag.
All right.
What else? Oh, are you digging a little deeper in the bag?
It's a big bag.
Oh, okay, here we go. And drum roll.
Yeah. So what about politic tick boom?
Politic tick. Boom. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. So politics is not something we would probably go necessarily too deep here. What are our politic rules, Chris? What are our guidelines for NQT for politics?
To be very obtuse about which side that we promote. I think Jesus described it as lukewarm.
There's so you're saying you want to be lukewarm in this scenario.
I certainly do in these days. I don't necessarily want to.
I feel like we're the type of guys, and probably even maybe talking to the type of audience that it's not worth destroying people to shreds over any topic, including politics. So obviously the way we're going to talk about it is not going to trash one person or the other because that's dumb. But
there's plenty
enough,
of channels for that.
There's plenty of political topics though to talk about that could be fun or engaging or something like that.
A lot has been going on.
That's true.
So
change of administration.
Yes, and we saw that in the inauguration. So did you watch? Did you watch the inauguration?
I didn't. Did you?
I did watch the inauguration.
The whole thing?
I did. It was something that our daughter saw for the first time and could really take in and
that's cool.
Kind of understand and know what was going on there. And so
this is an interesting perspective. So for her at her age, seeing it for the first time, like what did she think?
Well, it was inside, which was a little bit different than what you normally see. And so she was seeing something completely new, and I was seeing something completely new there. She liked the singing, so she liked when they brought in the military band, and then, of course, Carrie Underwood did an a cappella, not by choice, but
shout out to Carrie.
Yeah, I guess she decided she chose to sing a cappella after things didn't work out technically there, and so that was a neat moment, we thought. And then, of course, just seeing the awkwardness of the previous administration sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, the new administration's coming in, and they are separated by just a few yards there. But it's just, can you imagine doing that in any other type of setting?
So, I actually saw some highlights of that part.
Okay.
And while I also think that's such a dividing potential moment because I could see people were like, "Oh, look, they're having to like watch," and other ones are like, "Oh, in their face, whatever." I also appreciated. I was actually thinking, what other environments do we have where the previous person is, there watching the new person take the stage?
Yeah.
And something I actually appreciated about our country, whether or not it all took place over the inauguration, was still showing both parties there. Like, I actually kind of like that, previous one is going to sit there while the new one takes over, regardless of whatever side we're talking about. There's something about that I actually appreciate. I was trying to think, are there other environments we actually do that? I'm not aware of when someone else takes over a role or a team or like a coach, the previous people aren't quite there.
Maybe at a position. Maybe you see this in sports in one of the position meetings. Hey, so-and-so is the starting quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody's injured or they just weren't performing well.
Yeah,
and that could get awkward. But
it can get awkward. But there's something to be said about that being a team.
Yeah.
Like team. It's still it's kind of it's good sportsmanship.
Team America.
Yeah. Do you think? They had? I didn't see it all. Did they handle that with good sportsmanship, or was it just neutral, or was it not?
For what I can tell, I mean, I'm sure there. When some people clapped for a certain line that was said, maybe the previous administration didn't clap at that time.
Oh,
or,
maybe
there were
fair.
some sour faces, or
I
what.
Get that.
But for the most part, it seemed civil.
So, what's an inauguration at the end of the day? What's the goal? You're celebrating and transferring power to a new.
I think it is. It's a symbolic, a symbolic event showing that this is what's going to happen now.
Okay,
this is who's at the helm.
I mean, I'm trying to think in my lifetime. It's every 4 years, so it's not like we've had that many. You've seen a lot of inaugurations.
I have.
I mean, well more than me. But
Herbert Hoover.
Did they do like
FDR.
a vacuum thing for him or something? Like they debut the Hoover vacuum on that same day.
That's exactly what they did at inauguration.
Yeah. He was probably vacuuming the White House.
He sang a cappella
with holding a vacuum.
Exactly.
I was just trying to think. Every time I would just feel like I see a bunch of speeches, some celebratory moments, and kind of it.
There was some prayer there as well. Yeah,
that's cool.
There were a few prayers that were given in succession.
That's cool.
There, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
When they take oath, do they always have their hand on the Bible? Why do people put their hand on the Bible? Why do people put their hand on the Bible when they take an oath like that?
Well, I believe it goes back to the first time that a president did that. I want to say that George Washington did that, and that's where they just kept the tradition.
If y'all need to fact check us, America,
please do.
Feel free to fact check us.
I'm not a historian here.
What is the tradition of putting your hand on the Bible? Are you swearing by God that you're taking this oath? I think
that's the idea. Is that the founding fathers were, for the most part, Bible believing Christians and trying to found the country on Christian precepts and ideals. Mixed with probably some Enlightenment ideals as well. However, yes, they probably started right there with the Bible.
I think you're
George
right.
Washington.
I think you're
puts his
right.
hand on
Again,
the
people can
Bible.
fact check us. It sounds
Yeah.
right. We're
Yeah.
going to say
We'll go with that.
confidently. George
Yeah,
Washington.
final answer. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay. Just curious how that works. All right. Any other, Claire, have any other thoughts on inauguration? Did you?
You know what? I think that was probably the most on the inauguration. It was, this happened. Now what's going to happen from here?
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Took you a while to say that. Let's go to the next bag. Here we go. I'm having way too much fun with the board.
I'm just glad you're able to
Get
use
in
it
the
again.
bag, man. What
All
are
right,
you? Let's
so-
go.
Here
we go.
Selfies with famous people.
Oh,
Yeah.
selfie topic.
Yeah. So
Selfies have been popular for the last 20, 21 years, maybe 22 years.
you think so?
What's selfies with famous people?
Well, okay. Selfie. You know what a selfie is?
Yes, I
You
can
know
tell.
what
I can
a
tell we're about
famous
to go into
person
story
is?
time. I'm excited about this. It is about
Okay.
to be story time. People.
So we did not meet up last week, right? Because
No, we did not.
I went down to Waco.
Bragger.
Yes!
Yeah, Waco's now a destination place.
Yeah, it is. Okay, you went to Waco.
Yeah. So a friend of mine and I, we went down to Waco to join another friend. We went to a hamburger restaurant called
Should we
Twisted
give your
Root.
Should we give your friends fake names?
We'll go with Justin and
Don.
Juan. And Don?
Or Juan.
Justin and Don Juan. Justin and Don Juan.
Don Juan and Justin. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
So Justin and I went down to meet Don Juan, and we were
Makes sense.
at Twisted Root. And
Ooh, I like that place.
We're into our food here. It's just arrived, and then somebody shows up there at the entryway, and
Yep.
Don Juan says, "Hey, there's your old fraternity brother."
Hmm.
And I look, and certainly there is.
Oh.
And it's a fraternity brother that's gone on to we'll just call him Mr. Waco.
Mr. Waco.
Mr.
Okay.
Waco.
Mr. Waco comes in the room. Why,
Mr. Waco
what'd you
comes in
order? What'd you order at Twisted Root?
I got a burger.
No, but what kind of burger?
It was a mushroom burger, Mike. Mushroom and Swiss burger.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was. I kind of that's my
Like a
favorite.
veggie burger.
Is why
There's
is that a veggie
mushrooms all over it, like it came from the ground.
You think of that as a
You said
veggie burger?
are mushrooms not veggies?
They are, but
Okay.
they're really good with beef.
Moving on, Don
Yeah, okay.
Juan sees Mr. Waco.
And anyway, Mr. Waco comes walking in. He's with some friends,
Okay.
and so as he's walking around after ordering,
Yep.
he's going to his table, and then we just happen to spot each other. And there's that, hey, you look familiar. Let's
Yeah.
say hi. And
Yeah.
so we stop, we say hi, we catch up a little bit, and then
Sweet.
I introduce him to Justin and Don Juan. And
Naturally.
he goes back to his table or goes to his table, and then we're just kind of sitting there and we resume. Right?
Did he recognize you?
He did.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
actually y'all legit
Little bro
recognize
hug.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah, a little,
Yeah,
hey,
sweet.
have you been?
Yeah. What's up, bro?
A couple jokes. Hey, what have you been up to the past 20 years?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made a couple jokes with
Oh,
each
yeah,
other?
exactly.
Like a couple dad jokes?
Oh,
or-
yeah, like dad jokes.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway,
Yep. Sorry.
no selfies were had.
Well, then, I mean, you were his fraternity bro. Like,
so
why
I
would
was,
you take
I was
a selfie?
okay with that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't really want a selfie.
That would be
think
weird,
that-
I think, if you took a selfie with
Right.
him. Yeah,
And
you have
so-
relational context.
And I was really proud of Justin and Don Juan because they didn't ask for a selfie either. If they would have, I would have been, kind of cringy.
yeah.
But they didn't. I was going to tell they could do whatever they
And
want.
Justin normally loves his selfies, so it's actually really nice he held back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So what happened?
Mr. Waco's back at his table.
Yeah.
And I think these guys hop on their phone. Hey, I guess I just met Mr. Waco. And then
Yeah.
the wives, I believe, text back. I think this is how the story goes.
Okay.
Why did you get a selfie? Or did you get a selfie?
The selfie topic, man.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What
what is
is-
that
what-
about us that wants to, when there's a famous person, an athlete,
Mhm.
what is it about?
I've actually always
Yes.
wanted to know, what is it?
Well, you were in Hollywood. You were an actor.
This is
You're
true.
around people that were famous.
This is true.
What?
I turned down many selfies. No autographs, please, people. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, paparazzi, listen, Pop, can I call you Pop? Just back off a little bit.
Pop R. Razzi?
You know,
Is
the
that-
only thing I have seen or been able to conclude is we want some type of status.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be popular. Okay. Let's give a little bit of benefit here. Maybe someone's taking a selfie with someone who means a lot to them, and it's like a meaningful picture moment. Okay, let's call that probably 2% of the time. 98% of the time, I think it's like status. Like,
Yeah.
I got a selfie with Mr. Waco and look. I mean, you tell me. I feel like that's the only conclusion. Why do we need pictures with like a stranger we don't really know?
And I don't want to be hypocritical here. I have had my selfies with famous people when I've been at an event.
We have been in a selfie together.
We have
before.
with David Crowder, right?
Oh, you're just gonna say his
I'm just
name?
gonna say his name.
Oh, I thought we were gonna use fake names.
Oh,
yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, but it wasn't even like a selfie. It was like, let's just grab. I don't get it.
I think we stood in line to take a picture with him.
Okay, well then that counts as a selfie.
So what was that?
I actually, now that I'm looking back, you know what? I was appreciative to meet him and talk to him for a second. I would have been fine not taking the picture.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to say, hey, I really enjoy your music. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm great with that.
Yeah.
If we seriously skipped the picture, I would have been good with
that.
that.
Did he ask for a picture with us? Is that what happened?
I think everyone just concluded a meet and greet with taking a picture. Like it was like a formal thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any other theories on why people take selfies?
Outside of social capital, of hey, I'm going to put this out there and it's going to get some likes, and you know, I'm going to have this memory out here.
I got nothing.
I really don't. I would really like to understand that a bit more.
Besides, the normal status thing, like we're saying, or maybe seriously, really appreciative, wanting to meet them, and we just happen to grab a picture.
I think people are fine with that, right?
Well, I guess that's been kind of increasing, right? You see a lot of friends who meet with another friend for lunch and they snap a picture. It's not really my style. But I mean, you and I both have friends that will do that on the regular, and it's not a celebrity.
Yeah, like, hey, I just met with this person. This person's great.
And they take a picture. Maybe it's to capture the memory.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's probably an argument there. Maybe it's hard for me to relate. This is probably a bigger topic because I just don't resonate with that. It's hard for me to get in someone's shoes and have that empathy because like I'm just not that type of. If we go grab a bite together, I'm not going to take a picture of us after.
I wonder if it's a personality thing because I don't want to. I knew that he was going to be with his friends over here. Probably wanted to get to his table.
Yeah.
Don't want to slow you down. With extra things there that I'm asking you to do, and so I just think that was kind of entered into it. On top of we know each other. This would be kind of weird. So.
I would have a hard time for sure, before we go to the next topic, if I knew someone, I think even more so, I'm going to have a hard time taking a picture. It's like, I know you.
Right.
Like, we have the relational equity. I don't need to take unless we're just taking a picture together, but not as like a selfie for status or whatever.
Yeah, so I wonder what other people think out there.
Yeah.
So send us a voicemail.
Yeah. Voicemail about the Super Bowl.
Message us.
Voicemail about selfies.
We want
Case in point, keyword voicemail, which, you know what, that brings me to a paper bag topic. I have a grab bag topic of my own.
I want to hear this.
I'm reaching into the bag.
Digging a little deeper.
That's me. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm in the bag. I got it. Here it is. Okay, riddle me this theory. Why are we just blanked, but I have it. Hold on. Here we go. Why are we so bad at giving each other feedback? And what I mean by feedback, it can be a compliment, it can be a criticism. But when we have a thought in our mind, especially the compliments of like how much someone means to us or like a cool moment with someone, why do we not share it? I know we think it in our heads, and then we're like, man, yeah, that person's so blah, 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 and then we don't share it with them. Why are we so bad at why we just don't do it? But it's in our minds all the time. This is what's on my mind. This is a grab bag topic. Chris, thoughts? Here we go.
I think it does, and this might sound new agey here, but it really does matter about being present, right? That you're not thinking about something else, that it's not something that's on your mind that you're wanting to talk about next. We talked about this in an episode about saying the things that are important.
That's right. And not delaying, right?
Not delaying that, because you never know when you're going to be able to communicate something.
Why do we delay? We delay so much. It's like a selfie. It's like, I don't understand the selfie. I don't understand why we delay.
Maybe it's because we don't have the practice either, and it kind of feels uncomfortable.
I can see that.
Yeah, where, you know, how are they going to
maybe it feels vulnerable?
Yeah,
vulnerable maybe a little bit?
It's going to change the air in here a little bit, and I don't know what
it's
going to be.
Man, I guess, but if I have a good word for you, I mean, I know that might be vulnerable only if like you're weird with it, but it's like a compliment. It's like it's to build you up. Like, why does that have to be scary? Because it's value. It's value building in each other, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to be someone that I don't hold back from saying something when I think it. And I'm talking like when you're building someone up, right? Obviously, I have times I need to go through a filter. I need to pray about what I'm going to say. You can't just walk around spewing everything.
Yeah.
But more
your
often,
thoughts are just running amok.
Yeah, I'm more talking like the times where I think I have something valuable to say to a person about them. And I don't want to delay in saying it. Life is short. Like, why not?
Yeah.
What are you going to lose?
Let's practice that here, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
One of the, we have beams here at 121 where we have our kind of our core values.
Yeah, like wooden beams.
Wooden beams, and they display our core values here. One of those is commitment to excellence. Mm-hmm. And so, Mike, I recognize in you
this is not a
commitment. No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'll take this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not smiling like a.
No, you're not. You're not. This is. I need to listen.
Yeah. But I have seen in you a commitment to excellence across many areas of your life. And
thank you.
Whether that be your marriage, whether that be your role here at 121, and then taking on new challenges, new opportunities, new responsibilities. If it's down to this podcast, whenever we're casting pod here, you like to make sure that it's that we're doing it right. And
is that a new thing? We're casting pod. We're doing some casting pod here.
Yeah, but you think about it, and I appreciate that in you so much because even when it comes to our conversations, you listen. And you provide really good feedback. Yeah. And I'm blessed to have many friends like that do that. And so I feel like I'm getting away with something here. But I recognize that in you, and I want you to know that.
Yeah. Thank you. I will.
Don't feel like you have to do anything.
I'm not. I'm accepting the compliment. This is where, the crowd might be like, guys, are we done here? So if we can just move on. Yeah. But I will say, you just made me think maybe a lot of times we're afraid to do what you just did is because receiving it is really challenging.
I think that's
and maybe we know that. And so we don't want to make the other person uncomfortable because we know on the receiving end. Isn't it amazing how challenging it is? I really had a hard time taking that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
And that makes me go, okay, you know what? I bet this is just a thing. We're that might right there answer the question as far as why we don't do that enough. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate that.
And I know it could be challenging too, where maybe it sometimes feels like, okay, well, now you go, now you tell me, and that's not what we're after. There.
No, I've actually tried to do better to learn over the last maybe 10 years. Accept a compliment, and I have before. I feel less inclined now to have to return it because I don't want to return it just to return it. Right. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's nice to return it. It's natural. But there are other times I think I've just learned saying thank you to someone and no more talking. And then at times when someone's hurting, just saying, I'm sorry. And then no more talking. Like those two phrases with no talking after, I think carry more weight than we allow. Because normally we're like, thank you, blah, 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 blah. Or like, oh, I'm sorry you're doing blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, just say it. Let it sit out there. There's meaning after doing that. But I've noticed thank you and I'm sorry are two pretty hard phrases to say with nothing after them.
I think that goes along with being able to say no and yes to things too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
it's good.
Maybe there is something to... talking less and listening more.
Yeah, if only someone wrote that somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up a Grab Bag episode. We hit a lot of things. What were the voicemail last? We said Super Bowl. Challenge us on a Super Bowl thing we can do between the Phillies, that are terrible, and the Chiefs, that I don't really like either. And what was the other voicemail thing?
The other voicemail was something I can't remember. What was that?
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, if you listen to the episode with clarity, clearly we're not listening to the episode. No. Leave us a voicemail, nqtshow.com. Let us know how things have been going lately. If you liked the Grab Bag episode, let us know if you want another one or if you have topics.
Throw some topics.
Like that. So there
Leave
we
a voicemail.
Go. Leave a voicemail for Grab Bag topics. That is it. Thank you all. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Is there a sandwich in there?
Thanks so much for joining us. Please consider rating and reviewing our podcast and hitting subscribe on whichever platform you prefer. Remember to keep moving forward because we're not quite there.